I'm gonna hang a door today temporarily because I need to make sure all that fits before I can start working on a bit more on the door lock. So make sure the door's shut. You don't really have to have your hinges in a certain spot, but I wouldn't put them very close to the top. I've decided to put mine here, about that far from the top and about that far from the bottom. So I took something right like this and used it as a straight edge, and I put my fingers kind of like this one side. I put my fingers up against it like this, except for here. Held it straight and put me a line there. Did the same thing here to keep it uniform. Put a line there. Then I took my hinges, marked me a spot there, and marked a spot here. And once I get those, I'll drill that one. And I did the same thing down here. So, here we go. Since I'm using 3/4 inch stainless steel screws, I wanted to put a piece of tape on here. I won't drill completely. I don't want to go past the depth of the screw, and I don't want to go through the door or the wall. So we'll put our first one in right here. Because what I'll do is once I get all this put together, I'll take it apart, and inside the holes right here where I screwed, I will put little drops of epoxy so the water can't get in there. Or if it does get in there, it won't cause me any problems. I'm gonna line that up with that hole. Not the hole, but see this little light pencil line? And I always use stainless steel screws like this. If you really wanted to make it a little bit more secure, you could actually drill all the way through and put a bolt through there and that on the back side. But you know what, if they want in, they're going to get in. And this way, if you ever lock yourself out, you just take the screws out of the hinges and take the door off. And there are other screws that's more of a flathead, but I like using these pan heads. They do the job just fine. It just depends on what you want it to look like. Alright, so I have my hinges on. Take the door. First I have a couple of shims. There's a 2.5 millimeter. Now your thickness that will need to be different probably because your camper won't be the same dimensions as mine, but that's what I'm using. And put me a little shim down here for the door to sit on. And the door sit up here, just like that. close. Don't run that screw down real hard and tight, because you can break it off. The stainless steel are not very forgiving. They will break. Shouldn't be putting that much torque on them, but some people do. Alright, let's get the last of the screws in it. And once you get the hinges on it and you get your door adjusted, been sitting for like a week or a month or so, you might want to take it off. You know, your clearance may not be too snug here, so you might want to take it off and make some adjustments. And if you make a mistake here, fill the holes with a toothpick. Dip a toothpick in some epoxy and put that toothpick in there. Let it cure and then re-drill your holes. Kind of like you do on a house door when the screws wear out on the hinges. Pull the screw out and hammer a golf tee in there, or a big barbecue, one of those bamboo barbecue skewers. You look at my bald spot. Okay, we got go around the other side and tap it out. Adjustments. A snug fit's always good. See, this should maybe have been back just a little bit more back that way. But if you like the way it looks around here, you can make an adjustment by taking some of that off. Of course, when you get everything finished, you go back and sand all this stuff down and make amends where you made some mistakes. Okay, here we go. Not too bad. These kind of hinges here will allow you to put a little tiny trim around here if you need to. Let's see. Just like that. But I never needed a trim around there. So everything's good.